for a leadership purpose on this Indianapolis Colts offense.
All right, how about this? Out of the gate, Hines does start. He's one of the receivers. He's in the slot to the right. He has the pass, middle of the field, and a first down. The Colts 6 for 15 on third down. Ryan to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws middle of the field, pass is complete to Doolin. His first catch of the afternoon and probably his first of many. On third down and 10 from near the 40-yard line. Ryan to throw, pressure's coming, throws to the far sideline, it's intercepted! He kind of threw it up for grabs, and it was intercepted by Rayshawn Jenkins. And the Jaguars will have the football. Lawrence out of the gun. Quickly to the outside. Pass is complete to Jones. A flag does come in. It looks odd to see him wearing a number 17 as a tight end. On third down and 5, Lawrence. He's hit as he throws. He has Ingram shy of the first down.
You might see the one-on-one matchup up top, actually.
Lawrence looking to throw, looks to the middle, looks underneath. Has a pass complete to Zay Jones for a first down.
Marvin Jones took a bad hit. Let the ref sort it out.
Second down at 11. Lawrence to throw again. Pass is complete. Zay Jones, little curl. And the rain has started to fall a little harder. Lawrence out of the gun. Drops back to pass middle of the field. Christian Kirk toward the goal line. Touchdown Jacksonville. 10 yards to Christian Kirk. Trevor Lawrence is perfect today. 8 for 8.
Absolutely. You see the crossers here. You see Evan Ingram clearing out.
Never wear gloves. Doesn't matter what situation it is. Second down at 8 from the gun. Pressure coming from behind. He lost the football. It squirts around. It's still on the field. And it was picked up by the Colts. Ingram in motion. He was a good pickup from the Giants. Pass catching tight ends. On third down, Lawrence out of the gun. No pressure. Going to the middle of the field, and it's nearly intercepted.
Once you're in the Hall of Fame, you're in that exclusive fraternity part of it.
On third down at 6, Matt Ryan under pressure. Josh Allen throws him down. It's going to be fourth down. The Colts will have to punt. Yeah, so first down at 10 from the 21-yard line. They fake the pitch. They waggle to the near side. He throws on the run. Marvin Jones up to the 34. Dan Arnold in motion for the Jaguars. Off the play fake. Lawrence steps up in the pocket. He can run, but he sets himself up to throw. He's got Kirk on the run and a first down inside Colts territory. That he does a great job of picking his spots in the secondary. Robinson bursts inside the 30, inside the 20, middle of the field, one man to beat. He goes. Touchdown Jaguars. 37 yards.
It's critical early.
On third down, middle of the field, pass is complete and then drops. They're going to call it incomplete. And today he had 7 in a row, and now he's 10 of 11. He's going to dump off the screen to Etienne. He can run outside the numbers. He's got a first down, and he's to the 39-yard line. They need to get to the 41-yard line for a first down. And Lawrence, not much pressure, goes to Evan Ingram. Ingram trying to break a tackle. He does. Dives forward for the first down.
Otherwise, that's exactly what happens.
Okereke did get his hand in there at the last moment. Lawrence throws underneath Etienne, and Etienne slips one tackle, now another, and he's to the 32-yard line. Again, he had a 56-yarder in college. Good snap, good hole. Kick is on its way, end over end. Does it have enough? It does.
Put yourself in field goal position.
On third down, flags come in. Ryan throws underneath. He's got Granson, his tight end, and he's out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Yeah,
they ran a lot of plays each possession.
Yeah, expect quick throws.
Robinson out of the backfield, and Robinson avoids Nick Cross and gets a first down. They're down at 8. Colts are showing blitz. They clock down to 2. Lawrence runs it down, sets up in the pocket, zips one, nearly intercepted by Gilmore, intended for Ingram. Matt Ryan finished the first half 4 for his last 4 for 32 yards. Allen coming with the blitz. They throw it out of the backfield to Taylor, who makes a man miss and then another. And Ryan tries to force it to Mo Alley Cox, but it's broken up. In England, Frank Reich said we acknowledged it. He said, I put it out there, but I had so many other things I had to worry about that I wasn't worried about the losing streak. Here's Ingram, who's shouldered out of bounds by E.J. Speed. Robinson is in the game. He's part of the trips to the top of your screen. And Trevor Lawrence finds Kirk. He could have scripted that one. He gets in front of Nick Cross.
Even though he now is down in the box.
Lawrence will keep it himself. And he dives forward close to the 40. And under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. And Lawrence again underneath to Kirk. He had a linebacker, and he's able to beat that linebacker inside the 30-yard line. E.J. Speed. Two receivers left. Robinson in the backfield. They fake the pitch. Lawrence to run or throw. He's going to throw! He's got Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23-0. How about this?
So let's just make sure.
Steve has passed a lot of that love on to us. So our thoughts are with his family. And there's a big burst from Jonathan Taylor. Third down and 2. They give it to Taylor, and Taylor bursts inside Jacksonville territory, lowers his shoulder. Oh, man, what a hit. 42 yards on the last 2 runs. Flags come in as Ryan is pressured. Ryan trying to avoid that pressure, and he's going to go down. Adam Gotsis.
Great job by the officials of getting together and realizing the contact was initiated with the shoulder, though, and picking it up correctly.
We appreciate that, Gene. Thank you. Strawn with an amazing grab. Former college basketball star. Matt Ryan off the play fake. Nobody's open. Dancing around. Under pressure. Bumps into his own man. Goes down. Roy Robertson Harris with the sack. Ryan in the pocket. Dancing around. He's in trouble. Breaks away. Rolls to the far side. Keeps the play alive. Back of the end zone. Throws it up. And it's incomplete.
Indianapolis is built on running the ball, especially with a young receiving group.
Ryan to throw again. He's going toward the end zone. He's got a man. And it's Doolin. And Doolin inside the 15. They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Just inside the 2. Play clock down to 3. Pressure's coming. Ryan avoids it. Rolls to his right. Looking to throw. Lofts it toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Broken up by Rayshon Jenkins. And Lawrence to Zay Jones. It's deflected, incomplete.
Against the Texans, we're on the way to losing this one to the Jags. Not the start anyone would have expected.
That ball's deflected, and it's intercepted by the Jaguars. Devin Lloyd, the rookie from Utah, was in the right place at the right time. Matt Ryan is back in. Nick Foles had been warming up on the sidelines. So Ryan dropping back to pass, lofts it to the near side. It's intercepted again. Andre Cisco will be doing the celebrating this time, and that'll do it. The Jacksonville Jaguars have defeated the Indianapolis Colts 24-0 for Tiki Barber.